Hello guys, how we doing? Welcome back to the Three Hammers. It's Luke here. Not much videos this week because there's not been much news. But today, how can I not make a video again about the Europa League? The draw was made today for the last 16 after the ties were finished on Thursday. I unfortunately couldn't get a chance to watch it live. I couldn't, even drop onto one of the guys' streams. I was told by, one of my colleagues at work, whilst I was in a lesson, they come up to me and like, oh Luke, you've got them pulled out Seville. Funnily enough, earlier in the day we'd had the conversation, in the staff room talking about it, and I was saying, you either want Barcelona, that glamour tie, all the West Ham fans wanted that to say that your team's played at the Nou Camp. There's not many bigger clubs than Barcelona, Real Madrid, Juventus and teams like that, but that's a real, a moment, probably a once in a lifetime experience for some West Ham fans who would have been lucky enough to go to the Nou Camp. Who knows, it may still happen. Looking at the other teams, there were some dodgy ones in there. A couple of the Italian clubs were a bit dodgy, and then you had a few, like Galatasaray, I didn't really fancy that one. That's a long way to go. But yes, we have pulled out Seville, and that was the team I really, really didn't want. Listen, it's a massive team. Let's not take that away. It's still, a glamour tie. Rangers would have been good as well. I would have liked that, Battle of Britain and all that, and the atmosphere would have been incredible, and it would have been a real experience. But they're no mugs either. They're a good team. They put out a decent Dortmund team, obviously without Haaland, but still, some fantastic players in that team. I'm disappointed with the draw, I have to say, and I think it's got to be a really, really tough game. If we've not, we need to, find our form quickly again if we're going to have any chance of getting past Seville. Obviously, they're sitting second in La Liga, and this is their competition. They've won it 4 or 5 times recently. They know how to win this competition. They take it seriously all the time. And at the end of the day, if you are going to win this competition, you probably would have had to have beat Seville at some point. Listen, if we go on and beat them, I really would be really believing that we'd have a huge, huge chance to go on and win this competition if we were to beat them. For those of you who don't know them very well, they've got some really fantastic players. A couple of players from the Premier League. Obviously, Martial has gone over there from Manchester United, and he started. He's scoring some goals. You've got Rakitic, the former Barcelona player, really, really, top midfielder in his day, still got classy ability. Those of you may know Koundé, a player that is regularly linked with teams like Chelsea and Manchester United, a real solid French centre-back. He's really, real top player. The centre-back next to him is Diego Carlos, a guy obviously that was very, very close to joining Newcastle. And then also you have the El Nesri as well. A guy obviously that David Moyes has heavily been trying to get into the club. Again, if we were to win this game, would it be a statement to El Nesri like, look, we are a good club, and maybe we could go there again in the summer. He's a top striker. He hasn't played much this season, but yeah, they have some really, really top players. Like, this is a really, really good, solid team. Probably the 3rd best team in the league, obviously Barcelona and Real Madrid, and then Seville. Like, in terms of legacy in recent years, that they are a really top team and a top cup team as well. Yeah, this is going to be difficult. Listen, I'm excited. This is what we signed up for. As when you get into Europe, you want these games. Not every game is going to be like the group stage, and at some point you are going to have to, be in there against the big teams. Like I say, without going into a preview, obviously that's for a couple of weeks' time, but we really, really need to, try and recapture some sort of form and find a way to, fully go for this. Listen, for example, the Wolves game is on Sunday. If that game is a loss, then we've got Liverpool after that, I believe, with Southampton in there with the FA Cup. If those 2 games were a loss, and that really is top 4 out the window, maybe top 6 is potentially still there, you really do have to throw all your eggs into this basket. I think we should do that anyway, even if we were still in that sort of top 4 race. This is another way of getting into top 4 and a trophy. Listen, I want to see him go super strong in this, and we just need a little change in form. I'm not scared about our defence. I think our defence, and I hope this isn't like famous last words and comes back to bite me. I think defensively we look really, really good at the moment. Defence is not what worries me. Listen, whenever Zuma plays, whoever he plays next to seems to always have a good game. It's the attack side of it. We're only sort of scoring goals from set pieces, or there's only one player that's dipping in with the goals, and that's the problem. We need to start becoming a bit more free flowing with the goal scoring, and some attacking players really need to pick up their game. People like Ben Rama, Antonio needs to find his form. Sojek needs to find his form for these games. Yeah, but listen, couple of weeks away, something to look forward to. It's going to be a bit of fun. If it goes well, fantastic. I believe we've got a massive chance to go on and win it if we can do that. Obviously, Barcelona is the favourites. But if we lose, there would be no shame in it, because you would have gone out to, a team that has huge pedigree in this competition. But it'd be a shame if the journey ends and there's no European football next year. It's been a fun experience. All I ever wanted originally before this season was West Ham to just get into the group stage. We've had years of Astra Gugu, even right back to I remember Steaua Bucharest, where we beat Metz to win the Intertoto Cup. Then we went through to Steaua Bucharest and we didn't get through. It's just, to have this run that we've had has been fantastic. I want it to go on. Whether it will or not, I don't know. It's hard to be really positive, and it's more about the way we're playing at the moment rather than the opposition. As good as the opposition are, just the way we're playing is not great at the moment, and we need to turn it around quickly. Anyway, guys, that's my reaction. I'll probably be back tomorrow morning for a little preview of the Wolves game to build up to Sunday, and then hopefully me and Paul can do a little podcast for you guys. Thank you so much for staying loyal. I hope you have checked out the Wolves preview in terms of the FIFA game. It was a very, very fun game. I know those of you who watched it really, really enjoyed it, and I enjoyed really making them. And I'm going to really enjoy making the Seville previews as well. That's going to be interesting ones as well. Anyway, guys, until next time, please hit that like button. Please hit the subscribe button. Please get us out to your friends. Let your friends know about this West Ham channel. Yeah, and the content will be thick and fast because the games are coming thick and fast now over the next couple of weeks. It's, a game nearly every sort of 3-4 days. So loads and loads of videos coming up. Come on, you irons. Keep believing.